WhispersRed ASM.
Hello, this is Emma. I hope you're doing really well. Welcome to my desk. This morning I was dusting the surfaces in my office, and it takes a long time because there are loads of crystals and crystal singing bowls, trinkets, lots of stuff around. It's quite a nice, peaceful thing to do because I get reacquainted with all my crystals again. And they do get really dusty. Got some beautiful crystals on the shelves and all around the desk. So I thought that we could have a look at some of them. What do you think? It's a quiet day today. The sun's been out here and there. We've had a lot of rain as usual the past few weeks, and interspersed with a few days of sunshine here and there. It's quite still today. Warm, a gentle breeze, clouds, blue sky. This out of my pile of blankets and pillows and things for videos. It's a good base for showing crystals, among other things. A small purple bath mat. It's old, isn't it? I've got lots of packets of these in my drawer. I've got a sandalwood and a cedar wood, and this one is vetiver. They sell these in my local health food shop. They have a stand of them on the counter. They're good quality incense. They smell amazing. It's called Maroma, and they're made in India. Packed in handmade paper. 100% natural fragrance. Let's light one of them, shall we? They're always well packed inside. And this crispy plastic, and what's this here? Looks like burning instructions in various languages. Member of the World Fair Trade Organization. Ensure plenty of space above and around the stick, away from shelves, walls and heat sources. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6 different languages. Safety information. How many sticks? 2, 4, 6. Looks like 9 sticks. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. 9's a nice number. Some incense sticks are quite dusty, aren't they? Pull them out, these aren't. They smell really good. So let's set the ambience. It's a good flame, isn't it? I won't leave it on all the way through the video because it's very strong, scented. We just need a little bit. There you go. Smells good. Let's pop that out. Leave it on there. There's a stone tray on the top of my desk on the shelf there. There we go. It's a really nice crispy sound, isn't it? Vetiver essential oil is so earthy and green. It's beautiful. Can you hear the aeroplane? We've had about 3 now. This is a loud one. It's one of those hobby aeroplanes. Someone's enjoying a fly around. I also spotted this as well in my drawer. That was still burning. Do you remember this oil I was talking about in another video? Perhaps a few weeks ago now. It's Blue Lotus essential oil, and it smells amazing. If you get the chance to smell it, if you're in a shop that sells it maybe, or have a little sniff. This is a very small bottle, it's 5 mils. It's quite expensive, so you get just a small amount. Ready? It's really strong and perfumed. So, crystals. I've got some brushes here because I picked out some that could do with a brush. This one especially. It's got a loose bit. My friend sent this to me. Isn't it the most beautiful green? A deep forest, almost like a forest green, do you think? But it's matte crystal, and when she sends me crystals she makes a little sign for me, which is great because I always forget the names of them. This is a green quartz, Prasio quartz, green quartz, from Elba Island, Tuscany, Italy. And when I put them on my shelf, I put the label underneath like that. And then if I forget the name, I just lift it and see. There's a loose bit. So it gets a bit dusty in between the points there. It's a beautiful cluster. So I just have a careful brush in between the points. And you can't really see on the, perhaps you can you see that dust coming off it? So, gets right in there. Of course this is a soft brush so it doesn't damage the crystal. That's the bottom of it. There you go. Good as new. You looked beautiful before, but you look even more beautiful now. Let's pop your little piece back. I have a few of these clusters with loose sections just sitting on the top there. It happens. I've got a huge blue Johnstone. It's purple, but it's called a blue Johnstone, and that has some loose parts on it as well. Only a few. Let's see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these just yet. So these are volcanic beads from they were on a bracelet and it snapped. So just kept them on this tray. The tray is the shape of a flower. It's just the tray on its own, like that. I can show it to you and then I'll put the stones back on. It's pretty, isn't it? Doesn't usually hold anything because it just looks nice. But they came off, and so I just popped them on the tray for now. Perhaps I'll find some elastic and make another bracelet, maybe with some crystal beads dotted throughout the bracelet. Some amethyst would look nice. Just do this over here so it's not so loud. They fall back on the tray. This is so beautiful. Look at the size of it. It's a large Herkimer diamond. Isn't that gorgeous? Two large pieces together, and they're both pointed. This one in this direction, this one this direction. They've got rainbows in them, both of them. Looks like rainbows all throughout. Sometimes you see just one streak of rainbow in the middle. This one whichever way you turn it, you see rainbows. Sometimes they're called aura, rainbow aura. I was quite surprised to see a cluster like this, because it could have been broken off somehow and sold separate. Or maybe not, I'm not sure if you're able to do that. I just would have thought that the miners would have done it, because it's just held together by one joint there. But maybe not, maybe it's too strong. There's even a little inclusion of something black inside, just at the bottom there. Not sure what that is, but it's got a rainbow in it too. Just a tiny little bit there. That's gorgeous. You can see it's not focusing because it's really close, but you can see the rainbow there. Can you see just here? The light reflecting and the surfaces there. Stunning, isn't it? Lovely. Okay. Oh, this is a big one. So this is a very large obsidian. It's from Mexico. It's sharp, you've got to be careful. But it's glass-like, very, very shiny. Very dusty as well. You can see the light reflecting there. And there's the sign. Obsidian, Mexico. That's it. There we go. Nice and shiny. There's a dull area there, so that's probably where it was connected, mined away. But I like to display it in different ways. Sometimes standing this way, sometimes this way. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's very heavy. This is a desert rose. It's quite a large one. I have it displayed in this wooden box. With a dried flower. In the box. this desert rose does get quite dusty because it has a lot of crevices. It's a perfect display box. There's some foam at the bottom, perfectly cut to shape to fit nicely inside. And they almost look good enough to eat, don't they? Desert rose. I love the colours because the edge is always a bright white colour and the inside a sandy colour. You can see all these little crevices in there to cut the dust. Don't know if you can see it coming out, but it is. It's a good size piece, isn't it? I do have a couple of others, but they're very small. This is the stunning display piece. It's gorgeous. I do like to go to crystal shows, but I haven't been to one for a while. It seems that crystals are a lot more expensive these days. I think that's because of the shipping costs, the transport from one country to another. A lot of them come from Mexico. When I go to the crystal shows, they seem to mostly come from Mexico. Or Brazil. Actually, no, Brazil. There are lots of crystal wholesalers, exporters in Brazil. And then some from the US. Beautiful. I don't know where this is from. I don't have a little label for it. Let's have a little dust inside the box as well. There's a butterfly on the top of the box. You want to see? Cute little gift box. So that goes in there like that. And dried flower there on the top. Because the colour matches. Pretty. So this one, we've got, take these out. These are quartz points. And I've had these for a long time because they're part of a healing session that I did a training course for. The sound healing college that I trained at for years have extra modules that you can take, and I was just interested in this particular one because it's called Assemblage Point Healing, and you need these 3 quartz, and you need this stone which is wolfenite. And wolfenite, you need to wash your hands after you've handled it because of the content. You don't want to put your fingers in your mouth after holding it. But we use this in the healing treatment. It wouldn't really hurt you or anything, but you don't want to go licking it. That's for sure. It's high metal content, I think. Something like that. But I remember the first time someone practiced, one of my classmates practiced on me, and the wolfenite goes on the chest here, and she placed it on my chest, and there was like I could feel it was so strong. It was a big pull. It felt heavier than it was, and like it was pulling something out of me. I can't really describe it, but you know when you get a lump in your throat, I had that sensation here, and it was quite incredible, really. It's interesting, isn't it? It's a beautiful colour. Orange on the top and black underneath. And it's called wolfenite. So that's why it's in a tray, because you're not supposed to, handle it too much. I'll do some research on it and then I can explain it all a bit better. There you go. This one has a label, so this is from my friend, and it's very beautiful. It's from Vietnam, and it's called Noble Spinel from the Luc Yen Bai province in Vietnam, and it's very dusty. So it's a kind of milky quartz with these. They look like ruby, but I'm not sure. Tips on there. It won't be ruby, will it? Because it's Noble Spinel. But isn't that gorgeous? There's little crystals on the top. Can you see that shining? Just there, reflecting the light. about it, but it might be that this here is the noble spinel and this is the base for it. Or it could be that the whole crystal is called noble spinel. You'll have to let me know if you are a crystal expert. Not like me. I just love them. I don't focus too much on the metaphysical properties of them. I'm interested in that, and I do feel things from them, but I don't dwell on what they do and what they don't do, because they do what they do and that's that. I just love to be around them. I feel connected to them because they're from the earth. They make me feel calm. I enjoy looking at them. I enjoy holding them. You can meditate with them if you want to. Look at this one. Calcite on amethyst, and this is from Brazil. So this is the calcite on the top, and then the amethyst layer underneath. How beautiful is that? You've probably seen this in videos. Sometimes I have this in the background. This one has a Trevor hair on it. Got to be careful with the calcite not to cause any damage. It's quite therapeutic to do this. Something stuck in there. Something dropped off there. I'll have to retrieve that in a bit. So I think you call this formation druzy on the top, don't you? Because there are lots and lots and lots of small points. So if it was larger points, then it would be cluster, and when it's loads and loads of them like this, I think it's druzy. But you can call it what you like, can't you? It's calcite, and it's formed in these lots and lots and lots and lots of points. And it's very beautiful. But it's quite special because, well, it's very special, of course. It's been around a lot longer than we have. And the calcite has formed beautifully on the top of the amethyst there, and the amethyst is still beautiful purple. You see that layer there? We can focus on it there, see? Gorgeous. It's not too shiny, is it? It's matte. Gorgeous. Calcite on amethyst from Brazil. So just a couple more. This one. This one isn't too dusty. It's a palm stone. And this looks very similar to the Stonehenge stone, the Braccelli blue stone. but it's actually Lakelandite from Cumbria, which is near where I was born. I'm from Lancashire, the county Lancashire, and the county above where I was born is Cumbria, where the Lake District is. And I bought this from a crystal show from the guy who mined it himself. He bought some land and discovered the Lakelandite on the land. He mined it. This is obviously a polished piece. I've got some rough Lakelandite as well, which is not shiny as you'd imagine. This is tumbled and shiny. The rough Lakelandite is dull, and you can just make out the different colours there and the formation of it. But when you tumble them and shine them, that's when the colours really pop out. Sorry, I had tons of this. I've got a skull, a crystal skull with this as well. Lakelandite. And this is a pretty smoky quartz. It's called a smoky celestial quartz because of the many points on there. But it's just a pretty smoky quartz. It has lots and lots of, it's multifaceted, it has lots of sides. I just display all these crystals around my office and work with them all day long. Me and my crystal friends. And they get lots of light, lots of natural light in here. Oh, when we have light days anyway. You're going to be able to see that? Oh, it's hiding from you. Doesn't want to be seen today. Oh, there we go. There we are. There's a big window behind the camera, behind you. So all the light's reflecting off the sides there. Beautiful. Smoky quartz. There we go. You're not dusty anymore. Actually, what about this one? Last one. This one. It's very dusty. It was given to me in San Francisco at a live event many years ago, ASMR event. It's a celestial quartz, I think, is it? Are these called celestial? Pretty sure. If I'm wrong, let me know. It's blue. Look how gorgeous that is. A gorgeous colour. Wow, look at that. You're in a crystal cave. Looks like Superman's cave. It's a beautiful colour blue, isn't it? There you go. So thank you for joining me for a crystal dusting. I hope you're feeling nice and cozy, relaxed. You're falling asleep. I'll say goodnight to you now. Okay. Good night, beautiful.